What is up, squids? Welcome back, or welcome to another video. If it's your first time visiting the channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button down below so you don't miss future videos. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about video games. I mentioned it a while back, but this is a video that I've wanted to talk about for a while. And it's my relationship with video games and how I view them. Specifically how I view like my old consoles. Now, since I was a kid, I've taken very good care of my electronics. And over the years, I've got all the original consoles I ever had, starting with the old Nintendo, Super Nintendo, GameCube, N64, PS1, PS2, Xbox. I got rid of my Xbox 360. I've got my Xbox One, Xbox Series. I've got my Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. I've got 4 Nintendo Switches. I got 3 Nintendo Switches and a Switch 2. But I've kept up with, I've got a Sega Game Gear handheld. What else? And of course I've got various cartridges for all those old systems, old video games. But I've kept up with my stuff over the years. Sometimes over the years it's been in storage, but it's been protected in bins and wrapped up. I've got all my cords and controllers and stuff in Ziploc bags. I take care of my stuff. And I've been playing video games for 30 years, 30 plus years. And my relationship with them, my parents got divorced when I was 8 years old. And I was an only child. I do have a sister, half sister, but she's so much older than me that I'm basically an only child. She was out, moved out after all that stuff. So, video games growing up kept me occupied. Gave me something to do. And looking back on it now, I guess, that I never really thought about it that way, but the video games sort of acted like a sibling or a friend or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I love playing video games. Love it. And I don't think that's something I'll ever get over. But I was alone a lot and spent time at my grandmother's house a lot through the summer because of the job my dad had. But I always had my Game Boy playing Pokemon or something like that when I was out of the house. And then when I was home, I was playing whatever new Nintendo system I had at the time. And eventually graduated to PS1, PS2, Xbox stuff over the years. But I view all my old consoles as sort of like old friends, And subconsciously, I think that's how I viewed them at the time. I mean, looking back on it now, but I take care of them really well, and I value them. They're some of the most precious things that I own now. As an adult, it's moved out of their family's house, and I've got photo albums of things from the past. I'm talking about things from my childhood that I still own. Those are the things that I've kept up with the most and taken care of the most, are my old consoles. And, like I say, they just sort of played a role at the time in my life that I didn't really think about it at the time, but looking back on it now, it makes sense. And I value that stuff. So, I don't know what your all's relationship is and how you view things. I know that they're inanimate objects, obviously, but I'm just saying, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Has anybody else been in that situation? But let me know what you think about it. I mean, like I say, I view it as there are a bunch of old friends that and when I pull them out and I play them from time to time, it's like seeing an old buddy, you know, you've not seen in years. And it just feels good. And I enjoy having that nostalgia too in the house, because like my first child, I introduced her to old video games. So that's another aspect of it. Now, I mean, I got to enjoy it as a kid, but then I get to show it to my kids later, you know what I'm saying? And being like, well, this is the actual console Dad played when he was your age, you know? So I don't know, it's just, they have a lot of memories tied to them, you know? And I can play certain video games and be at certain points in the video game and remember something else, you know, that was going on in my life at that time or whatever. So there's a lot of things tied to those old games and newer games. But yeah, I don't know. I really like them. I care for them. I've taken care of them and kept up with them over the years. And all the old stuff like that just has a special place in my heart. And video games in general, like I say, I've played them for 30 plus years, and I'll continue playing them as long as they keep making them. So let me know in the comments what kind of relationship you have with your video games. Do you look into things that deeply? Like, do you look into your video games that deep, or think about all the childhood memories you had? Like, I'll tell you one thing too. The games that I spent the most hours on were Pokemon Red, Pokemon Gold and Silver, Metal Gear Solid, the Metal Gear Solid series, and Fallout. And years later, Breath of the Wild. But those are the games I spent the most hours on. I mean, like, I know Fallout specifically and Pokemon probably were literally hundreds of hours. Hundreds. I mean, when I was a kid and had nothing to do, no job, no bills, obviously, sitting around at home after school or through the summer at my grandparents' house or whatever, I spent hours and hours and that, like fucking 10, 12 hours, 15 hours a day on my Game Boy playing Pokemon. You know, and trading with the link cable and all that stuff with you know, with friends and all that. It was very, very entertaining, very fun. I spent many, many hours on that, so I've got many, many memories tied to those games. So yeah, I don't know. I know I'm not the only one, especially with Pokemon, but just I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you feel about your old games. Do you think about them like that? As if you stuck around this long in the video, I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe down below so you don't miss future videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace!